What's going on, guys? We're back with day 2 of the 50K funded challenge. I was actually trying out something just a little bit different today that I've been learning. If you guys ever watch any ICT, I'm sure you're familiar with Power of 3. It's that accumulation, manipulation, distribution phase. And I did take a trade on it today, but I was a little early on my entry model. I just didn't have enough. I just wasn't patient, honestly. I thought, oh, we're taking off right in here. And right here, you can see I have it mapped out, 5-minute fair value gap. Tested it twice. I was like, okay, this has got to be it, right? And I was targeting buy side up here. That was my first trade of the day. And that green line right there, you can see, that was 2-to-1 off my entry, which was probably about right here. It was almost 30 points, 25, 30 points, give or take. And I was just a little greedy, and I had the first trim up here at buy side from this accumulation phase, and it didn't get filled, and I ended up getting stopped out in the red. And at that point, I was upset, but I knew it was the first day I'd ever tried this, so I couldn't be too mad at myself. And I knew that I should have had a trim off in my stop at break even and had a green trade. But we lost about 190 on that one when I should have made probably 150. And maybe even just cut it at break even right before open, seeing how price started to move back down. But I didn't, and I took a loser there, and that was all right. I'll break it down to the 1 minute, and I got back to the cross once market had opened. I didn't take this one, but when we came up and got these continuation candles, I ended up getting in right in here. And I took my first trim at this low that we had made, and I wanted to target low of day, or pre-market low. But I ended up targeting this yesterday's candle close level because that seems to usually get a pretty decent reaction. But we ended up holding right here, and this what I have charted out is where I would have liked to see entry on the model, and it's a lot easier to see on the higher time frame. This was the fair value gap I should have been targeting instead of this for the power of 3 entry. And that's what we ended up holding that stopped me out. But as you can see, if I'd had a little bit more patience, this model did work out today. I thought originally the manipulation was getting cut off like right here, and I was going to see distribution here, and we were going to have price up here without this little pullback. But that's not what happened. It usually doesn't work out the way that you think it's going to. It takes a lot of time on the charts just to see things. So I was glad I got to learn today. It cost me a little bit of money, but I was really glad I got to learn and see it. It's giving me a little bit more intuition to know where to target, what levels to target, because this is kind of specifically made for a fair value gap or an inverse fair value gap entry. And now I'm not saying I'm running away from the cross, not at all, because as you can see, like, I could watch this, see a cross up, and usually I probably wouldn't take this because my stop loss would be 20 or 30 points. But I'd probably go ahead and get in because I feel like it's just coinciding perfectly with this market structure. And that's what I'm really doing with this. I'm not wanting to say I'm getting in trades here and already changing my system, but it's giving me a really good read on what the market's doing. And like from here, it goes, almost 200 points a day. We're not done going up yet by any means. And even from this cross right here, we go easy 100 points, 150 almost. That's good money. That's good money. I'm not going to lie. I'm really happy with that if I get that. So we ended up green on the day. I'm not logged into the trade of 8 right now. It logged me out. But I made $21. I'm not mad after that first trade because it would have been really easy to just give up and be like, hey, I'm done for the day. I didn't trade my system. But I got back in on the system, got a good trim off, and got stopped out in profits. And we're up like $67 on the account now, which is nowhere near getting funded, but we're moving in the right direction. And I'm glad that today was just kind of a learning day, seeing just how the market moves a little bit more each day. It's got me excited. I feel like this is something that even if I'm not trading it, I'm going to be looking at it every day and trying to find this same model because it's going to give me a really good bias. Like if I go out to the daily chart, let me go out here for you. Like I would have been bearish. Like I would not be thinking calls. And that's why, as you saw on the system with the EMA cross, I played puts. But like, even though this indicates everything about it indicates bearish, like everything. you get down here on this model and you can see that the market's telling you we're going up today. And I think that's really cool to be able to see intraday and understand why price is moving and what liquidity it's drawing on. And hopefully I'll be able to get into that a little bit more as I understand it for you guys in the future. If you have any recommendations, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching.